ਅੱਜ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਯੋਰਕਵਿਲ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਔਨਸ਼ੋਰ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ। ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੈਂਪਸ ਆਪਾਂ ਵਿਜ਼ਿਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਆਪਾਂ ਇਨਵਾਈਟਡ ਸੀਗੇ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਵੱਲੋਂ। ਚੈਨਲ ਨੂੰ ਕਰ ਲਓ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ।
ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਆਪਣਾ ਤੀਜਾ
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਹੁਣ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਬੋਲੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ
quiet room, so it's a students can go in there and just if they want to work quietly, study, just make sure that they have to get things done. They don't want the distractions of the hallway or something like that. They're walking through. Definitely, just kind of like a general open area for students to working in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so between classes or whatever, they'll come in here and just do that. So we don't have any other careers. Very close by. We're actually constantly, but we have just keep our really support here. So you have support through me, and so that's again, they're feeling homesick, they're not feeling well, they just want to find focus. Yeah, exactly. We'll talk more about the immigration services team. So you'll actually be able to meet one of our regularly immigration consultants. Of course, launching our April TX, so pretty excited about that. And it kind of starts out like looking at the 7 elements here. So your emotional, environmental, social, spiritual, intellectual, physical, thoughts of just kind of like bringing it all together about the experience, and then kind of starts out, okay, where do we go? So it's kind of am I coming to Canada? Do I want to study? I want to study. Okay, let's see where to go, and then we kind of look at what does it look like, and then we start with the experience. We have service circles, and again, it's all about the overall just experience. That's the most important thing, is making sure that they feel supported along the way. There's never an opportunity for them to feel like they're alone, because we're here to 100%. And so that's the thing, we want to engage them so that they understand that, hey, you are supported, you have you're not alone. There's other people in your exact same shoes, and also you have students that have recently been in your shoes, and they're doing well. So we do bring them together. We have various events throughout the term to bring game nights, movie nights, different events, workshops, and we have do activities. So in the summertime we'll do hiking, different adventures, sporting. We've done the Blue Jays games. This Friday we're doing the Raptors game. So again, so we kind of cater these events, or curate these events so that they're inclusive of the team and a really special experience for them. So we do our best, and again, just so this is kind of the journey as they go, and then just bring it all the way back through to kind of the opportunities on campus. So students that are excelling and doing really well, they are able to join ambassadors and become representatives of campus. So Abhijay is actually a graduate. He is our coordinator of student life. So he's responsible for many of the activities from our students, and he's got a ear on the ground to what's happening with student life, and he as a former student, he has a really good perspective. So of course, Yeah, exactly. So he graduated. He knows what's what, and who better to have leading that than someone that's actually been there and been in their shoes. So yeah, we do intramural sports, and we do again, it's not your typical high-end university experience. It's just really very well-rounded and wholesome sporting outlet for students that do want to get out there and have fun. And hey Brian, how's it going? Yeah, it's a really great experience. These are actually, this is we do some
Meeting area.
no, actually, it's a classroom, but it's just a different style. Often used in Bachelor of Interior Design, and it just gives, again, a little bit more collaborative, cohesive environment for just being able to work in unique ways that are conducive to success and productivity. So this is our TLC area, so this is kind of like our student success corridor, so tutoring, learning center. Yeah, so we have our tutors, and we have our hi Janet, how are you? So Janet is the manager of student life. She's responsible for many of the great things that have happened over the last few years with just again really curating and developing that student life experience to make sure that they're well taken care of and supported along their journey, which again is the most important thing. So everything from, again, your peer tutoring, your writing labs, your math labs, your just anything that you would want to have in a well-rounded package to make sure that students are successful. So, yes, and peer mentoring. So again,
You match with a senior student, and they'll help you guide you through the first term.
yeah.
Tell you what's going on, sports, all the things that we're doing, we belong to now. But they'll just update you on all of those we're doing, and then make sure that you know something.
Yeah, student also needs something different.
Yeah, and who better to hear it from than someone that's been in their shoes? So I think that's a big kind of common theme, is having someone who's lived that experience. Storytelling is so important, and again, when you're hearing it from someone that's actually lived the experience. Absolutely. Thanks, Janet. So yeah, absolutely. These are some works from our graduating VID students. They've some final projects. Our VID program is probably one of, I'd like to brag a little bit. It's probably one of the better Bachelor of Interior Design programs available. It's CETA accredited, so that's Council for Interior Design, and that's that again, just having that accreditation. It's also an online delivery program, obviously not for international students, but it is something that is very regarded in the industry. So and it's a program that is in demand. It's a super low cost program. It's $46,000 for a Bachelor of Interior Design. Our graduates, they are you're probably looking at like high 80s to mid 90% that are employed immediately after graduation, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that there is that ability for the internship. So there's a 150-hour internship component, which is optional, but a lot of students will do that. So it's 130 actual kind of work-related hours, and then 20 volunteer hours. So combined 150 hours. And again, many of those students that are taking that route and find their internship, and it can be paid or unpaid. It just depends on how the student negotiates with their internship provider. So that's completely up to how the relationship goes with that student and the company. We will support them in finding those opportunities and make sure that they're well prepared for the opportunity. At the end of the day, many of those convert into long-term employment opportunities, and once you get someone that is aligned with work culture and the ability to do the function at a company, of course you want to retain them, because it takes a lot to get them up to speed. So they already have an upper hand. So like I said, it's a really important program, and
fruitful for them for the future.
Very fruitful. A lot of our like I said, a lot of our students go on to have great success with employment opportunities immediately after. So
This course, I think it is available in Toronto campus, huh? Not
Sorry?
in Surrey campus.
Yeah, it's only so Bachelor of Interior Design is only here. So we have our Bachelor of Business Administration here in Project Management, and then we have our Bachelor of Interior Design at our New West campus. We have our Bachelor of Business Administration, but we have specializations. So we have our Project Management, we have our Accounting, we have our Supply Chain Management, we have our Energy Management, and then we have a General. Sorry. So we are, it's a little bit different. Like it's a little bit unique here. Our our program, the BBA in Project Management, it's unique because it is more aligned with specifically for project management. It gives students that are looking to go in to get their project management certification, gives them an upper hand, just with the way that the courses are developed and rolled out for those students. So we have a lab here, which students can use when not used for classes. So they are able to come in and use the computer. Yeah, work on the projects. It can be for interior design or the business program, but generally, yeah, whenever it's not used for class, they are able to utilize that. We do have children, so students. Yeah, they can just come in and hang out, and they don't have to be quiet, and so they can they can relax and
They're gonna have fun, yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So, and then of course we have our program advisor area. So this is where students that are current students can come in and receive support for questions on whether they want to change their schedule, what their schedule is. They want to change they want to they need a letter. They need to like I said, change their section. They want to just discuss their anything related to the program. Exactly. So absolutely. So they're here, and they can they're accessible through either a web request or through email or actually visiting here on campus. So again, transcript requests, or enrollment letters, that sort of stuff. They're here. They're here and able to support. And then we have so we have registrar office and now so much of the registrar business is kind of online, so it doesn't really make sense to have a full team here on campus for the registrar office. Since we have a virtual library, we still have library support, and we have a team here that they can come and help with research, citation assistance, access to academic resources, and just help with and they have
Library services with students.
So they're able to help them with research, because many times students will be fresh and new to research, and it's not just a matter of like, oh, here's a link. They have to properly do a proper citation through APA, so they'll help them with how to properly do this.
So they help through the online system.
Yeah, so they'll connect with the student, help them with their research and their citations, and how to access resources and everything like that. So, and then of course we have our career services. So don't actually there isn't a person in today, but basically the career services team, what they're doing, so they support a student from the minute they join all the way up until 6 months after graduation, and they're there. So many students, when they arrive in Canada, they might want to have a part-time job, so we'll help them prepare the resume, help them do mock interviews. We also have kind of a repository of jobs that some companies will reach out and say, hey, I'm just looking for someone. Might have a student that would be a good fit for us, and we'll keep a list of that, send it out to the kind of a mailing list. So they will help, like I said, they'll help them after graduation as well.
After graduation also.
Yeah, for up to 6 months, and again, just they'll bring in different companies, do job fairs, do different things to prepare them for just
the future.
Exactly, to be career ready and everything like that. So very important part. Again, just at the end of the day, it's all about supporting the student, their journey, beginning, end, and middle. So not necessarily in that order, but just all along we're trying to support them. So, and then we have our immigration services. I'm not sure if Shweta is available. Oh, you're on a call. Okay. You're good? Okay, she's on a call. Okay. So, Shweta is actually one of our 5 regulated Canadian immigration consultants. They are available to support our students who basically, if they are having questions before they apply for their study permit, and I highly recommend it. I mean, things are. Hi, Shweta.
Anything from me?
Yeah, I was just going to say if you want to say hi.
Hello. Hello. Hi.
They're visiting from Haryana, right?
Yeah, Haryana.
Yeah. So.
Wow, Haryana. Okay.
Yes.
Good to know.
So yeah, just telling them what the immigration team does and how you support students, where you support them, and yeah, it's just doing a brief synopsis on that. So. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything.
If you need any help, we are best. So just come to us.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks,
you
Shweta.
have to join the meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so, and then even students that are here on campus, maybe they want to know about doing an extension or they want to do, a different application or something like that. They're here to support. Again, it's complimentary service. They'll help review their documents, make sure, give them advice, everything like that. They just obviously won't submit on their behalf because that's not how far they'll go, but they'll, again, review every single document, make recommendations, and again, just share best demonstrated practices, share, whatever recent news comes out, because they're constantly watching for all updates, because that's part of their obligation as a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, just to make sure that they're providing the best, most accurate current advice. So that is very, very important for them to do that. Like I said, they do webinars before students actually apply, just to give them advice and common mistakes to avoid when
study permits,
Exactly.
study permit extensions.
Yeah, and also their original applications, and then of course we have our finance team, so students are able to come in and make. We're really flexible in the aspect of students being able to make payment plans, make arrangements for their
Regarding tuition fees?
Yeah, so if they want to do monthly or term payments, we're pretty flexible that way. Not every institution is flexible as in that capacity, so we do our best to make sure that they are looked after and they're have the ability to make payments that make sense. Sometimes they're waiting for money from mom and dad. Sometimes they're making a little extra money while they work here in Canada. So yeah, it's just another way that we support our students. And then of course our care coordinator, which again it's in alignment with our support of mental health and wellness for students and also academic accommodation. So if a student has a registered disability or some need for an accommodation, whether it's academic or religious or anything like that, they can always go through the care coordinator and be able to find out if that is something that we can offer to support them with or makes sense. So yeah, like I said, in a few months from now, we'll be looking forward to welcoming you to our new campus downtown. And of course, there's many memories in here at our Steeles campus. Originally started out as Radio College Canada. We were training radio operators for the war, for the First World War, and it progressed from there. Yorkville University itself was established in 2004, and then through acquisition and through various mergers and everything like that, we've now acquired multiple institutions, but Yorkville University itself and Toronto Film School are kind of the two big brands. So Toronto Film School is downtown, and probably be one of the best
I think so.
best known film schools here in Canada, and it definitely has a strong reputation in itself. So yeah, anything I can answer for you?
Yeah, we can report for 2 or 3 minutes about why we students should choose Yorkville University and best options.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not hear from a student? So we can
I have mic with me.
Yeah. Do you maybe we can check with Tristy if she wants to just kind of say why Yorkville? I mean, who better to hear it from than yeah, I just saw. Hello. Welcome. So this is Dr. Angela. She's our campus principal. So have some guests who carry on. So
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. They're partners from just visiting. So yeah.
All right.
Give a quick tour. So.
It's kind of cold. Is it kind of cold for you here now in Canada, or have you seen?
Yeah, a bit some cold.
It's a bit cold. Yeah. It's a bit cold for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's there's definitely warmer days.
You know what? It started early this year.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for being here. Let me know if you need me.
I appreciate it. Tristy, are you okay to do a quick chat? Just like why you're here, why you've chosen Yorkville? It's actually so she's in her last term. She's going to be joining our MBA program in January, and so that's why I thought the great option. She's kind of on the tail end of things, and who better to hear from than someone who's kind of gone through the entire thing and about to venture into the MBA. So yeah, I'll let you guys do that.
Hello.
Hi.
So we want to know that what is the best in the Yorkville University?
The best thing?
Yeah.
I think the best thing is the support that we have available on campus.
Okay.
Because for anything, you know where to go. For example, like when I started, the first thing as students is assignments, right? We have a lot of assignments and we really want to know what would be the best way in terms of understanding and doing them in the right way so that we get good grades from our professors. So firstly, going up to the professor is very easy because the class size is around 25 students every class. And sometimes for bigger classes, it might go to 30 and 40 students if it's a business course. So then we can just go up to our professors and ask them any questions anytime. And they are also like very, approachable as they know what kind of a student we are. So that's pretty easy. And then in terms of the campus support, we can just go to the academic supports office or the tutoring and learning center, which is right there, 165 or 143. And we can just go and ask the peer tutors and writing coaches. And I'm also one of them. I'm a senior peer tutor with Yorkville at the academic supports.
Okay. So some students have a question that it is tough to study in the Yorkville University. Like it is 4-year degree course and
Yep.
bachelor. So it is tough or not?
So if you would say anything would be tough in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Because it's new for us.
Yeah.
But slowly, as you see everyone around you, it's going to be their first time studying or first time coming out from their comfort zone, coming to a new country, right? So dwelling would be a little bit tough in the beginning, but it gets easier with time. So for me, I would say the best thing for making it easier for me was coming on campus more often, because in the first term I had online classes, but I still came for on campus events so that I knew what resources available, where I can just go and get the help. So I would say it's going to be tough in the beginning in terms of understanding because it's going to be the first time, but everyone is going to be able to do it. If I can do it, everyone can do it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Tristan.
Thank you.
And the other part too is, I mean, although it's a 4-year program, you can complete it in as few as 2.5 years, right? So that's with going all the way through. It provides a lot of opportunity because of you're looking at you don't lose that momentum of having to stop and start. You're able to kind of save money because you're cutting down the cost of accommodation, everything like that, and you're just kind of, again, you're just way more efficient, right? So that is an option. A lot of students do choose that because they kind of want to get it done, and then whatever it is that they're looking to do afterwards, whether they're many students, of course, they want to move on and go into that post-graduation work permit ability. So all of our programs are eligible for the post-graduation work permit up to 3 years. Of course, always dependent on what IRCC approves and everything like that. But I mean, generally, it's a 4-year program that's can
So they have a year, 2.5 years.
Exactly. So that, and the same goes for our Bachelor of Interior Design. Our Bachelor of Interior Design is it's 130 credit hours now, but it's still 10 terms. So you can still complete it in that 2.5 years. And recently we reduced it from 180 credit hours down to the 130 credit hours. So although we shaved off 50 credit hours, the rigor of the program, it's still the same high quality outcome. He had it, everything reviewed and approved and everything like that to make sure that we were just more efficient and more effective with what we were doing as times have changed, right? So it just shows us being able to pivot and be able to just advance with the times and be able to make it more efficient for our students. So, which again significantly reduces the costs. So it's a very affordable program. So,
Okay. So one last question.
of course.
How MBA program
Yes.
that we are going to start?
Yeah, so January is our very first cohort. Right now, our January cohort is for students that don't have that business background.
Yeah.
However, some students, such as Dristy, she opted to go for the foundational program, or foundational courses. So it's just taking these foundation courses just to kind of give you that just sense of being able to kind of align with the business program. So what that is again, so that's where we'll start the January cohort, and then students with a business background, they can start in our May cohort. So and they won't necessarily need the foundational courses. So of course we'll still offer the foundational courses in May as well, and pretty much every term. But so we're pretty excited. It's been a long road to get to our offering the first cohort, but we're thinking that it's going to be a really great program for these students. A lot of our graduates have been looking for this opportunity as well. And just a lot of interest for students that have been looking to have a graduate offering from Yorkville. We've been offering graduate programs for many years, but they're online, so obviously not international students that do want to come to Canada to have that Canadian learning experience. It hasn't traditionally been an option they choose, even though we probably have some of the best graduate programs for counseling, psychology, and master education, everything like that. So we have very strong programs in those areas. But now it's kind of our first venture into the business side of things, and I think it's just something that, like I said, that we've been needing to offer for a while. So
MBA course is good for the students who are married, for the spouse one also.
Yeah, so as of right now, of course, it does afford the option for a spousal work permit, I believe, and like I said, as of right now, that's what there are students that do want to bring their spouse and be able to
Can study in the university,
so that they're not away from them, and they also come and have that Canadian work experience. So I think that does. That is attractive for some students to be able to, again, just have that Canadian experience that they can take with them and apply it wherever they'd like to apply it, whether it's back home or their future opportunities. So
Okay, so that's all.
Yeah,
Thank
great.
you for the day.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It was really nice. So
Okay, sir.
did you want to see anything else, or?
No, we can have one last picture.
Yeah, of course.
With the
Pictures.
logo.
Yeah, we can do pictures. Of course. We can do it on this back wall here. Does that sound good?
ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਰਿਹਾ ਯਾਰਕਵਿਲ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਕੈਂਪਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਅਪਲਾਈ ਕਰੋ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ। ਸੋ ਗਾਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਪੋਜ਼ੀਟਿਵ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ, ਹੋਪ ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਟਾਈਮ ਫਾਈਲਾਂ ਰੈਡੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਰੱਖੋ, ਆਲਸ ਪੀਟੀ ਕਰੋ, ਸੋ ਪ੍ਰੋਫਾਈਲ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖੋ। ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਡੇ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਵਲੋਗ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਸੋ ਜੁੜੇ ਰਹੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਚੈਨਲ 'ਤੇ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਾ ਭੁੱਲਿਓ। ਦੱਬ ਕੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਿਓ। ਕਿਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਇਨਕੁਆਇਰੀ ਹੈ ਥੱਲੇ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਜਾਂ ਥੱਲੇ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਨੰਬਰ 'ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਾਲ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ।